In this video I'm going to explain how to look at the host configuration. So if we go down to the bottom of the page, the hosts are those servers where we are sending the data to. And in this configuration you can have one or more hosts, but be aware that we are only sending the data to one of them. If you have here two hosts, this one would be the primary host and this would be the backup host. So the function of the backup host is to take over the receipt of the files if this host is not available. So that takeover will happen automatically. So it is very important to have a backup host, particularly if you are having network problems. Otherwise you may end up with a loss of data files. So if we look at the priorities, who determines which one is the backup host or the primary host are these numbers here, the priorities. The lower the number, the higher the priority, and in this case it would make this one the primary one. If you wanted to switch around the primary and the backup host, you could use these action buttons and you could increase the priority of the host too. Let's do that. If both servers have the same priority, you will see which one is the primary by seeing which one is listed here first. So let's increase this again, and then you will see that the host 2 is now the primary one, and the priorities can have negative numbers. If you had any doubts, what you can do is to requeue a file and see where it goes to, and we can see that it has been sent to the host 2, which is now the primary. If you knew that one of your hosts is not working, so let's say the primary, what you could do is to deactivate the host by pressing this red button and say OK, and then in this case the primary host gets grayed out and your files will be sent automatically to your backup host. If we want to have a look at the configuration of one of these hosts, we can click in this link and you will come to a new page where you can see the host name or IP address, the login used to connect to this server, the password is encrypted. You can also see the transfer method used, which in this case is SFTP, and the directory where we are sending this data. If you come to the side menu, you will find this link, the Get Network Information, which is quite useful because it's giving us a traceroute and a ping to your host. So you could use this link if you were having network problems. You could come and see what are the times that you are getting to connect to your server.